Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Now, from the title, I'm going to be blow drying my hair on camera for the very first time. I went natural in 2020, so it's 4 years in now, and I haven't applied any form of heat to this hair. And the only reason why I'm considering it now is because I think I'm losing a lot of volume because my hair gets tangled a lot. I've tried a lot of deep conditioners, detanglers, and for some reason, the texture of my hair just keeps it in this perpetual knot. So I want to try to straighten out my hair for the very first time. And I do have a hair appointment tomorrow, so it's just best I go with blow dried hair. And whew, for some reason we have lights tonight, so I can film. Yeah, that's that. Now I'm going to be using a dupe of a very, can I use the word popular product with the natural hair community on YouTube. Obviously, I couldn't get the original here in Nigeria except on Amazon, and the shipping was just crazy. So I got the alternative. I want to think it's a good alternative, and that's the dupe of the Revlon One Step Blow Dryer. I do have the box and the actual appliance here, so if that's something you're interested in, then keep on watching. So I have the box right here. I don't know if I'm going to do some close-ups because of the time, but this is the, I don't know if you can see it, if the camera will let these texts come through. So this is the One Step hair dryer and styler, the power of a dryer, precision styler, smooth frizz, results free in half the time, ionic technology, large paddle design, detangling bristles, and a lightweight design for comfort and ease of use. This is tangle free drying, One Step. It has a whole lot of information here. Let's see if I'll put up some close-up shots. And I got this in pink because that was the only color available. Oof. But I think that's the most popular color. And this looks exactly like the original that I've seen online. This is the brush. It comes with this sturdy 3-pin plug. It has a 1,000 watt rating and 3 settings. Obviously, it has the off button. It has the cool setting, the high and the low, and it has a swivel cord. So this moves as you move, which is quite good. Yeah. So I'm going to try to blow dry my hair with this. I just had it washed and conditioned and detangled. And yeah. Forgive me if I'm like, the angle is going to be pretty weird because I'm finding it very difficult to set up in front of my mirror to blow dry my hair. So I'm just going to wing it. However this comes out, because you love me, you take it like that. So stay tuned and join me as I try this device for the very first time and hear my final thoughts. Now at this point I've taken off my mic, so I'm going to be using the camera sound and going to mute this part of the video at the same time because this brush is really loud. I will just put it on for like a few minutes on the different settings that I have here. This is on cool, this is on low, and this is on high. So it's a very loud brush. So I'll be muting the video from here on out, but it's very simple. I watched a particular video here on YouTube and that just explained how to use this brush with so much ease. It was so simple. I will leave the link to that particular video in the description box. I don't remember the name of the YouTuber, but I will leave her name on the screen or in the description box to so that you can watch that video as well. It's just a very easy to use brush. She used the Revlon, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, this is a dupe. She used the real thing, but I'm going to be following her method to blow dry my hair. Okay, so I already have my hair in fairly medium sections, so I'm just going to get all the sections I'm not working on right now out of the way, and I'm going to be starting off with a heat protectant. This is by, I think, Olive ORS. I'm not entirely sure, but I will leave that link, or I will leave that product in the description box. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to take a section of my head, of my hair, and thoroughly brush that out. Add the heat protectant. Um, I know I'm not using that much heat, but at the same time, I just want to be really careful. Now, I thought I was going to mute the video, but I'm just going to talk over the sound. Now, the video that I watched, the instruction, or she more or less went with the tension method to first of all stretch and dry the hair. So that's why I'm pulling my hair all the way to its maximum length and checking the heat of the dryer, because I didn't understand what was going on at some point. But just going to use the tension method to get my hair as stretched as possible. And right now I think I have the dryer on high. Yes, I do have the dryer on high. And I'm just going to start working from the ends to my roots with the high setting just for a few passes, just to soften out the hair, to have it start drying already, because I have some leave-in conditioner and obviously the heat protectant as well. And at this point I switched it out to the cool setting, just to manipulate my hair a bit better, just to comb it out, comb it through. I know this is the first time I'm using heat or any form of a drying tool on my hair, so I wanted to be really gentle. But then I realized that this low setting of the dryer wasn't really doing so much for my hair. It wasn't stretching it out as much as I wanted. So I had to switch to the high setting, which worked better with my hair. I actually got a bit more straightening or stretching from the brush out of this. Now, it was, I don't know, I was expecting more from this very first pass, but I was still quite optimistic at this point. And yes, so you can actually see that this section is practically dry, and my hair has a bit more of a stretch to it. It's not as coily as it was when I started. So yeah, this section is dry. I'm just going to comb it out before I put it back in a loose twist, because my hair has the tendency to become a huge mass or just a huge mesh of coiled hair if I leave it to its own devices, or if I just leave it out there in the open. So I'm just going to section that off. I'm going to do the other section now, and I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let the video run through and I will come back with my commentary. Now I have 2 sections down and a couple of more sections to go. I realized that doing my hair in smaller sections actually made it easier to manipulate the brush through. Um, yeah, so the middle of my hair was not the easiest thing to do because obviously that's like the middle, but I still barrel through. I didn't like how my hair was catching in the brush. I don't know why. And I kept forgetting to use the heat protectant before even going in with the hair dryer. I think I did that. I forgot that with the second section I did, but I think I kind of got myself together while doing this. Now I noticed that the heat of the brush comes out only from the top. So it was really hard to just try to focus the dry air, and using the warm or the cold setting or just the low setting really wasn't doing it. And my hair kept getting caught in the brush or in the bristles of the brush. I know this is a paddle brush, but it kept getting caught, and I had to be really careful so that I don't break, my hair, being as much that I'm already losing so much, and I just wanted to be as gentle as possible. But this particular section was quite easy to do because it was a really small section. So work in really small sections. If you do intend to get this kind of brush, it really helps with the hair. And at this point, my arms were aching. But yeah, this is the middle of my hair stretched out and dry. And I'm just going to put it in a loose twist as well. Now, like I said before, my hair was getting caught in the bristles of the brush. And yes, I'm shedding, which is one of the reasons why I'm blow drying my hair, just to see if using heat to detangle my hair would stop the breakage at least. Now, like I said, it's a paddle brush, but the heat comes from the top of the brush. So it was really hard to try to direct the steam or the heat, where it was supposed to go. So I have a couple of sections left to do, and I don't know if I should barrel through the whole thing or just make you guys watch. So let's watch. Seeing how far my hair has grown this past few years has been amazing. And with everything I've lost, I'm still surprised that I still have this kind of volume and I still have this kind of length. But in as much as, I'm using the brush to straighten my hair, I just realized that my hair still has this springy feel or texture to it. And the brush is relatively hot. So stretching it, using the tension method to stretch the hair, you can actually see that it's stretched, but that's just me pulling it. And I do have some length on my head here. So yeah. That was quite the workout. I don't think I go through this much stress doing my hair. except on deep conditioning days. And I don't know. uh, it was a lot, and I'm someone that's lost like half of the volume of hair on my head, so I didn't have so much hair to go through. But then that was a lot. That was a workout. Now the hairdryer itself, I'll give it a 5/10, just because with the 1000 watts rating, I have a hairdryer that's hotter than this. So, and in a way, that's a good thing. It doesn't get too hot for your hair, but at the same time, I don't think it gets hot enough to detangle tightly coiled hair like mine, and my hair snagged in the bristles. I know the Revlon brush looks a bit better than, or should I say, glides a bit better than this from the videos I've watched. So that is definitely a better brush. Like I said before, this is a paddle brush, so it kind of like goes in. And the heat distribution, I'm not sold on how it works, but one thing I will say is if you do decide to get this, work your hair or work with your hair in smaller sections. It works better that way. And I do like the cool function. It just helps to soothe, or should I say, more or less cool down the hair after the blow drying, and it just makes it a little bit silkier and softer. So I have my hair done up in larger sections for today's hairdo. I'm going to a natural hair salon to get my hair braided. So yes, that's that. Now I got this on Jumia Nigeria. I will leave that link in the description box. And overall, it's not a bad brush. I would like to experience the Revlon to kind of compare the two. But did it get the job done? It did. And it just made me realize that I need a trim badly. And hopefully, with this, I'll be able to manage my hair a bit better to reduce the breakage. I did lose a good quantity of hair though. Well, this is small compared to how much I've been losing over the past few months, and I'll attribute it to stress. So, the one step hair dryer that is supposedly a dupe for the Revlon one step hair dryer is a 5/10 for me. So if you have this gadget, if you have this tool, let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts? I know you probably would have used it for a very long time. If you have any tips or tricks as to how to use this particular model a bit better, because I struggled, I'd really love to know. Yeah, so that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Whew, I'm actually sweating.